do have an opportunity to become service providers, to be part of value chains, to be innovators, and to directly connect with this market of 1.4 billion people with a combined GDP of 3.4 trillion United States dollars. Allow me to set out a few updates on what has been achieved in establishing continental value chains. In the area of the automotive sector, the rules of origin have now been concluded, which means that we have an opportunity to unlock opportunities for production of vehicles and components across the African continent. In this regard, we have secured a financing facility of $1.2 billion from AfCFTA to ensure that no country is left behind, whether it is a producer of a vehicle or a producer of a component. This is where an opportunity lies for MSMEs. In agriculture and agro-processing, in partnership with the Mastercard Foundation and Trademark Africa, we are implementing a 4-year fisheries program focused on women and youth-led MSMEs in cross-border trade. Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and the DRC are some of the countries in the East African community that are participating in this pilot, which is projected to create over 240,000 jobs and boost fish trade production by over $100 million by the year 2030. In the area of textiles and clothing, which is equally a driver of Africa's employment, I'm happy to report to you that rules of origin have been also concluded, as well as a landmark agreement to ban second-hand clothing, which for a very long time has been a source of market displacement in our continent. By this decision, the Assembly of Heads of States and Government has taken a commitment to protect Africa's textiles industries, attract new investment, and reinforce value chain, value production in Africa. In the area of pharmaceuticals, working with the Africa CDC, the AfCFTA Secretariat is advancing on a pooled procurement mechanism to aggregate demand and guarantee markets for pharmaceutical production, again, in Africa. This initiative is intended to strengthen local production, to create opportunities for supply chain resilience, and reduce imports of pharmaceutical products into our continent. To empower our MSMEs directly, we are encouraging the establishment of AfCFTA trading companies that will aggregate production from small producers to regional and global markets. These aggregators consolidate production, ensure standards compliance, and improve access to finance and logistics. Kenya, Ghana, Egypt, Rwanda, and South Africa have already established these AfCFTA trading companies intended to drive aggregation of production for market access. Cabinet Secretary mentions the digital economy. The backbone of the AfCFTA will be to digitize our trade. That is why the e-tariff book of the AfCFTA, the electronic rules of origin, and other digital tools that have been deployed shall enable and empower SMEs to make informed decisions about the markets that they wish to export to and to connect to new markets across our continent. Your Excellencies, as the AfCFTA Secretariat, we congratulate the East African community on this 25-year milestone that we are celebrating today. And the message is quite clear. Regional value chains are the foundation of continental competitiveness. We witnessed this during the COVID-19 pandemic. East Africa's achievements in agro-processing, leather, textiles, pharmaceuticals, and the digital economy provide a very strong basis for expansion into new markets within the framework of the AfCFTA. In an era that is increasingly defined by the weaponization of trade, the weaponization of industrial policy, the weaponization of tariffs, the weaponization of investment policy, our continent must urgently accelerate the development of our own resilient value chains. And this is why we fully support the initiative that Madam Executive Director of ITC mentioned and reported, mobilization of ministers and SMEs to provide support to enable our SMEs to continue to be the backbone of Africa's industrial development. And so as we pursue inclusive growth, we must ensure that the benefits of integration reach every part of our continent, every company, every informal trader, every smallholder farmer must benefit from this market of 1.4 billion people. That is why the Protocol on Women and Youth in Trade is so absolutely critical. Not only should we celebrate this protocol because it is the first of its kind around the world, but I believe we should celebrate this protocol because it enables us to transcend beyond sentimental aspirations about creating opportunities